On the move, got the flow so smooth. Spitting rhymes on the podcast, got nothing to prove. He's the host with the most, dropping knowledge every week. From the underground to the mainstream, making the street speak. Step on the stage, Merle grabs the microphone, holding it down, he's in the league of his own. Interviews with the legends, the up-and-coming stars. No topic off limits, pushing the bars. Merle on the move, taking over the game. Keeping it real, never fake, never the same. Hip-hop podcast, bringing the heat. With Merle on the mic, grooving to the beat.
Yeah.
Welcome everybody to the Merle on the Move show. You know what it is. It's Merle on the Move. We're going to hit you with it one time. Yeah, I can't wait. I've been waiting to get to this show. Welcome to the program, everybody. Big program tonight. Y'all know it's a lot of stuff going on. Merle's always moving around. Merle's on the move. And shout out to all my movers, baby. One more time for those movers. Yeah, baby. So tonight's subjects, a lot of stuff I'm going to talk about. Once again, we're going to go in. We're going to talk about those Lakers because you know I'm a Laker for life. You know it. So we're going to talk about the Lakers. They got a big trade. I'm going to talk about that here in a minute. Not trade, signing. They didn't had to give up nothing to get this guy. He's an ex-Celtic. That don't sit with me too well, but I ain't mad at the Lakers for making some moves. He's a good player. Also in sports, I'm going to go over the WNBA All-Star game just a little bit. Also, we're going to talk about UFC. UFC tonight. Daniel Poirier is fighting. Matter of fact, I'm watching that currently. I'm watching that fight currently. So that's on the dial. Also, Manny Pacquiao. Pac-Man was fighting Mario Barrero. Yeah, so that happened. It was a draw. So if you didn't see the fight, it was on pay-per-view. Fight was a draw. We're going to talk about that a little bit. Also, a lot of things I'm going to get into. Also, sports Shaq. So y'all know, my movers, y'all know, because y'all know y'all stay tuned. RG3, Robert Griffin III is back at it again. He is back at it again. And Shaq came to the rescue of Angel Reese. So, yeah, I don't know I don't know. We're going to talk about that. We're going to dive into that a little bit. Also, in entertainment, Rick Ross, DC Young Fly spoke on when Rick Ross, y'all remember a couple years ago, Rick Ross walked out, did an interview with 85 South, and he walked out. DC Young Fly did an interview a couple places and talked about it a little bit. So we're gonna sponge on that somewhat. And Call of Duty, my gamers, God sent one, that's me, it's the gamer tag. All my gamers, Call of Duty got a lot of characters. We're gonna go over some of the characters in the game. I play that. When I'm not doing this and that and working, doing other things, I'm on that game. So we're gonna talk about somewhat. The Aqua Ace dropped. I'm gonna tell you how I did on that. Either I got a up or down. We'll talk about that a little bit. Also, Travis Scott dropped the album. Y'all know the Clips dropped the album. We'll talk about that somewhat. I went and seen the Superman movie, hence why I'm wearing the Justice League shirt. You know, I got my man right there. You know what I mean? Superman. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about that. I seen it in 3D. We're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about 3D and the differences and all that. Also, if you know, if you follow me on social media, you know that I was the master of ceremonies of the John Lewis rally that we had, the Good Trouble rally. I'm going to show some video, some clips. But I ain't show the whole video, I don't know. But talk about that somewhat. That was very, very, very great. And, yeah, we're going to talk about who was there and all that stuff. But you know what I'm talking about today. I'm going to hit it. 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 We're going to talk about them Epstein files. We're going to talk about the Epstein files on the show tonight. I got a take. I've been waiting to talk about because I've been talking. Y'all know. We're going to get into it. So let's go ahead and start off with let's talk about these Lakers, man. Let's let y'all know what's going on. We got Marcus Smart. Yeah. Round of applause for that. Ex-Celtic. defensive specialist. He is a defensive specialist. So glad we got that signing. That's going to help the backcourt. But Luka, they said that Luka actually reached out to make sure that Smart was going to be on the squad. So I think that's what's up. So shout out to Luka for doing that, stepping up to the table. Good move. You know what I mean? Trending in the right direction. WNBA All-Star game. The score today was Team Collier 151, Team Clark 131. Caitlin Clark didn't even play, but I guess they split it up like that. So that was in Indiana too. I think the first time Indiana had a WNBA All-Star game. So that's pretty dope about that. Let me move on to it's not really like I said, my Cardinals. When we talk about my Cardinals a little bit, you know, the All-Star break just happened. We're gonna see. I'm not even gonna I'm gonna post a stat up there. Let's see that. But I'm not really gonna get into the Cardinals until we'll talk about that a little bit later. Not in this episode, but we'll talk about the Cardinals later. Football's around the season, around the corner. But let me get, since I was talking about the WNBA, let's talk about Robert Griffin III. Homeboy's got a problem. So let me give you the skinny. Let me give you the backstory on what I'm talking about. So let me lean into it a little bit. So Robert Griffin III, you go check out Merle on the Move episode, maybe 5 episodes ago. Okay, I talked about Robert Griffin III, and he was talking about the fight that happened between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, and his take was way out there, and his wife was in the background, you know, doing all her body language to some of the stuff he was saying, and it seems like he just had a problem with Angel Reese. And he's back at it again. I'll play the clip so you can check it out.
RG3, tweet another monkey post about my girl Angel Reese. I'm punching your face. Okay? It's enough. Like, I don't usually do stuff like this, but just stop it, bro. You got your job. You got your podcast. Leave my Angel Reese alone. I'm the one calling her and telling her not to respond. Stop it. That's the last time. Okay? Thank you. Sorry about that.
By all means. By all means.
Yeah.
I hated the Clippers. I hated the Celtics. It's not real hate. If you look around what's going on in this real country, that's hate. This is sports. I'm not supposed to like you. I don't want you to like no other people's podcasts. Them all. Competition. That's what the world's built on, competition. Like, first of all, let them girls, like, leave them alone.
Yeah.
Like it's a shame. It's a shame that all the stuff you did in your life, you're going to be remembered for your podcast. You're going to be remembered for your podcast. That should tell you you're not that great. I don't want to be remembered for Shaq's Bit podcast. I do not. So, like, leave those girls alone. You already spoke on it. Let it go. Let it go. So what? He hates us. So what? I hate you now for messing with her. Now what? Say something about me. But she's not going to respond.
But the breakdown is Shaq was right. Shaq was totally right. RG3 has a problem. It's like he wants to get his fame and attention off defaming Angel Reese. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's only because you know, he's with a white woman. I'm not saying that. But you playing into that. You leaning, RG3, you leaning into that. And like Shaq said, you don't want your fame to be known as a podcaster. Like, you Robert Griffin III, bro. Like, at Baylor, you was the man. You was the dude. Big 12, you played Iowa State. You was the dude. But now, you know, you had the injury, and when you came back, you was never the same. And now you doing your own podcast because you ain't on network doing sports, and your claim to fame that you're getting all the notoriety because you got been at podcast. I'm sure you talk about other things too, but what people are focusing on is your hate towards Angel Reese. All right? Now, I'm not even going to talk about what he did, and I definitely wouldn't show what he did. How dare I got daughters. So, but brother, check yourself before you wreck yourself. It's not cool, and we're going to leave it at that. Shout out to Big Shaq. Shaq is willing to crash out over the people he loved. And most men will. Shout out for him for standing up for that young lady. Like I said, that Daniel Poirier fight is finna start here in a few seconds. Pacquiao, that fight was the Pacquiao fight was a draw. Pacquiao was active. Manny Pacquiao is 46 years old. You heard me? Manny Pacquiao is 46 years old. And he went 12 rounds toe-to-toe with Mario Barrio. That's the same dude that fought Gervonta Tank Davis. Tank beat him, but same guy, younger guys. Like they say, Pacquiao was 16 years older than Mario. 16 years older. He's 46 years old. And he went 12 rounds, and it was a draw. Now, the reason why it was a draw, Barrio was banging him. Pop, pop, pop.
Barrios has got to take the advantage and let those hands go like that. You split the guard with the jab. And now what do you do behind it? The left hook, a triple left hook from Mario Barrios. The first Hall of Famer to come back and do it, or will Mario Barrios send everybody home sad?
He was banging him, right? But Pacquiao kept countering. He kept coming back. I think Barrio was giving too much respect. You know what I'm saying? They kept touching gloves. You know what I'm saying? Before every round. Even his corner was like saying, stop touching his gloves. Stop showing him so much respect. You know what I mean? He didn't let his corner like that. He figured out, you go in there and beat him down, bro. You know what I'm saying? They respect this Pacquiao, but still. So that's the only thing that's really going on in sports. Like I said, this UFC fight for the start. And if I'll let y'all know how that goes if it's over before I'm done broadcasting, baby. Oh, also, before I go too far and get into this rest of the entertainment, make sure y'all check out the merleonthemove.com. You know what I mean? Check out if you want some fresh gear. Check out Merle. There's a lot of stuff on there. If you follow the Merle on the Move show, I'm streaming on Spotify. I'm streaming on Apple Music. I'm streaming on Google Music. I'm streaming anywhere you get your podcasts. Or you can go to the merleonthemove.com and click that box. Check me out on YouTube, everywhere. All the links are on there, all my socials. So don't forget, that's merleonthemove.com. I appreciate all my movers. Like I said, I got a lot of new gear on there. I got more stuff coming. If you have any ideas, send them down my way. Notify me. Let me know. Special orders and all that. It's Merle on the Move, baby. So let me go ahead and get into this entertainment real quick. So Rick Ross. Now, I'm a big fan of the 85 South show. Big fan, I have always been. And my man, DC Young Fly, is one of my favorites. But my guy is Carlos Miller. And they've been making a circuit. They going back out on tour. Shout out to them for doing that. I'm going to try to catch it. City near me, close to me. I'll try to check y'all out. Definitely want to see that. Big respect to the 85 South show. Check them out on YouTube. But Carlos, DC Young Fly, and Chico Bean were Breakfast Club, a couple other places. And I think it was the dudes that used to do the podcast with Joe Budden, Mal, and the other dude, Rory, I think is his name. I think that's the podcast they were when he did this story. And he talked about how when Rick Ross 2 years ago did an interview, I watched that interview live too. Rick Ross, rapper, did an interview. He pulled up on him, and not even 20 minutes, maybe. I don't know how long it was, but it was weird because he was doing an interview. They was doing their thing, smoking. I don't know if they was eating or not, but I'll get back to that in a minute. And he just got up and think he was going to the bathroom or something, which is weird. And he never came back. They said, Ross gone? Yeah, they kind of played it off, and it was weird. And they never really talked about it no more. And they brought it up, and Carlos was like, I'm cool, ain't no beef. We didn't ran into him before. It's been all good. But they went to DC. DC like, ain't no beef. It's all good. But I ain't like how that happened. And DC explains the way it happened was after he left, like if you had something important to do, people can understand that, right? But DC is saying that Rick Ross went to do another podcast right after that, like the same day. He left to go do another podcast, happened to be a white podcast, and he was there with them for 2 hours. And they asked him a lot of questions that he don't really like to be asked. He don't like to answer some of these questions. And they asked him some of these questions. And they was like, we wouldn't even did that. You know what I mean? We was showing you love there. And he feels some type of way about that. Rick Ross replies,
was you a correctional officer?
Yeah.
We would have never asked you no like that, nigga, because we got respect for you.
Right.
And you sat right there and you answered that question so eloquently.
Right.
Eloquently.
Eloquently,
Yeah, you got it.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
like it wasn't even disrespectful.
Yeah.
And then I get to sit back and watch that shit and be like, damn, what's the difference between them and us?
Look, bro, listen, man. I came to your podcast. I came for free, homie, no charge. I did it on Face, homie. I didn't ask you what your analytics was and this and that. I came on Face, homie, to show love.
You say you did it for free. Everybody do it for free, Ross. You ain't the only nigga. Boosie did it for free. T.I. do it for free. Nigga Busta Rhymes did it for free. Nigga Snoop Dogg did it for free. Everybody who sat on that couch do it for free.
I came and did that. And what is the analytics? How the show doing anyway, man? I come back on it, and when I'm gonna walk off that the next time, and it's be saying, Rose, was I been? Of course not. You know when it's time to go. When it ain't no more chicken wings, man. Niggas ain't smoking, man.
And you see, you know what I'm saying? He replies, you see what he said? He's saying that I did it for free. And DC, like everybody do it for free. He started name dropping. T.I. did it for free. You know, I'm like, everybody come through, they do it like, it's no paid interviews here. You know what I'm saying? They got motion. Rick Ross don't think they got motion. 85 South got motion. They not Steve Harvey. Not Steve Harvey, my bad. They not my man Shannon Sharp, Club Shay Shay. They not that. They're not some of these other big platforms, but they were one of the first big platforms. They've been doing 85 South, been doing it. Shout out to 85 South Show. They've been putting in work. So for Rick Ross to try to act like, you know, that's what he always flexes. He the biggest, blah, 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 blah. I like Rick Ross, but you gotta stop doing that. But he also tried to plug DC saying he gonna do this swimming pool party and gonna get DC in there. Anyway, I didn't want to talk about that too much, but kind of, you know, I wanted to say that. Call of Duty. Let's move on to Call of Duty because I'm finna get to the, you know, I'm getting to this Epstein thing, but let me go back to the gaming. Video gaming, baby. I'm a big time video gamer. I've been playing Call of Duty. Let me get y'all the breakdown about me and Call of Duty. I've been playing Call of Duty. I'm a PlayStation person. I love PlayStation. I've been playing since PlayStation 2. I didn't buy the PlayStation when I got it later on in life, but when the PS1 first came out, I didn't get it. But I got the PS2. And I've had 2, 3, 4, 5, which is where I'm on right now. So, but back to it. So my first big multiplayer game I played was Call of Duty. I've been playing since 2007. I played the Call of Duty Modern Warfare. They call it Call of Duty 4, but it's the first Modern Warfare. That came out in 2007. My clan is 5150. We got a big clan. We don't really run together that much no more. But back in the day, we used to be deep in them Call of Duty streets. 5150 was deep. If you know, we ran across from 5150 guys, and we got the clan tag. We came up with the clan tag back in 2007. This is the story. 5150 is a police code out in California and LA they use a lot for crazy. If they got a person that's crazy on the streets, they say, I got a 5150. And you know what I'm saying? That's the police code. So a lot of my clan members are from LA. Rambo, his brother Joser, MC, Papas, you know what I'm saying? Butt Tickler. Yeah, shout out to the homie. A lot of my homeboys that I game with, you know what I mean, are LA. Henry, shout out Henry. They LA. So that was the clan tag that we ran. It was like 10 of us. Optimus Grimes, shout out Optimus Grimes too. But so we've been 5150 since then, right? We used to do phone calls, clan battles, all that stuff. We ranked in high. Back in Modern Warfare 3 came out, we started doing the ranking. Like you sign up with your clan and you play other clans. We came in number 2. Or did we came in number 1, I think. Well, I think we came in one of the clan battles. We came number 1 overall in domination. My clan came number 1. I used to be ranked number 2 overall in kills, something like that. Anyway, and then they started hacking the game shit. But anyway, so I'm back to what I'm saying. I just give y'all history. You want to check out my gameplay? I got some of my gameplay on YouTube. Check the page. You know what I mean? Merle on the Move TV here on YouTube. So let's get into it. Some of the game characters. I'm gonna say something. The game is progressing. I'm playing Black Ops 6. A lot of people play Warzone. I play somewhat. If I do play Warzone, I'm playing when you get all the money. I forget what that part's called, but when you get all the money, that's the one I play a lot. Anyway, so but I play multiplayer. I play hardcore team deathmatch. That's mainly what I play. If you're playing with God Sent One on the game, I'm playing team TDM hardcore. I run and gun. I don't really snipe. But anyway, so the characters, a lot of characters they got out now. They have this new American Dad character, Stan, the big old chin. They got him on there now. That's one of the newer characters. They got Seth Rogen. I have him. They got that character. They got Beavis and Butthead. I have both of those characters. They got Jay and Silent Bob. You know what I'm saying? I don't have them, but yeah, they got a lot of different characters. They got the character from John Wick, the ballerina. They got that character. It's really cool. The game is dope. I like the guns. I got my guns diamond. Shout out. I'll get the horn. Hit the horn. Hit the horn. Hit the horn. It's a weird horn, but there you go. We're going to go to the horn with that one. Yeah, I got diamonds on my assault rifles, like 9 of them. I got my SMGs, like 8 of them diamond. So, yeah, I'm rocking it out. You know what I mean? It's baby. You play the games, baby. You know it. So I'm going to start hyping on that. Jordan Aqua Ace came out, and I got the thumbs down. I put in my reserve on Tuesday with Foot Locker. I've been scoring on Foot Locker. I didn't even hit Dick's Sporting Goods. Pause. I did not hit their site. I didn't even try sneakers this morning. It was spinning on the Foot Locker app like I was going to, entry was submitted, and I didn't get it. I woke up this morning and it said, "Good luck next time." There it is. Yeah, that's what I got right there. That's the notice I got. So I didn't get them, but I'll get them. I will get the Aqua Ace. I'm just going to have to go to StockX. I might have to pay $40 more and maybe $15 more in shipping. So I may have to pay an extra $55 for the shoes. But that's if I want to get them faster. But I'll get them. So I ain't tripping. I got a StockX account. I get the shoes. So, and they ain't going up on price too much. Anyway, so shout out to the people that did get the cop. So shout out to y'all. Superman movie. Let's talk about that real quick. Travis Scott album dropped. I said that. It's really dope. I liked it. He talked about Pusha T a little bit, but it was whack. Not the diss, but it wasn't. It was minor. I'm listening to that clips right now. Yeah, so if you can hear it, you can hear it. Let's go ahead and talk about this Superman movie. Loved it. Now, it was corny. It was corny. Yes, the Superman movie was corny. But also, if you watch any Superman movie, they're all corny. They're not like Batman. Superman is not dark. It's not a dark. You got to know DC is Detective Comics, man. If you're watching something, you got to know what you're watching. It's a Superman movie. It's corny. He's Superman. He's an alien. Batman is a human, so he got emotion and all that. Superman got to fake his emotions. He just now, matter of fact, in this film, I don't want to give it away for y'all, but in this film, he had to discover he had emotions. They even had plays with the robots in the movie. We're talking about they ain't got no emotions. Because that's the whole premise of Superman. He's not human. He don't have human emotions, but he's starting to discover. He even say, "I am human. I am." And that's what they talk about in the movie. They want to get rid of him because he's not human. He's an alien. They don't trust him because he's not human. But it was good. It was really good. Some of the characters, the dude that played Lex Luthor, the dude that played him, he did a great job. He was the best actor. The dude who played Superman, his acting sucked. The girl that played Lois Lane, she did okay. She's all right. She was cute, Lois Lane, too. She's all right. But the best acting, Lex Luthor. That dude did good. He was really good. I like Jesse Eisenberg from the Justice League movie. He was all right, but he kind of corny and nerdy. You know what I mean? This dude, he was kind of tough. I liked him. He was evil. He was getting down. You know what I'm saying? He's putting belt the ass on Superman. He's putting belt the ass on Superman on everything, bro. He's putting it on him. He's putting on my dude putting on Dustin right now. If y'all watch that UFC fight right now, dude, homie right here, Holloway is putting it on Dustin Poirier right now. Anyway, but the movie, back to the movie. The film was good. I watched it in 3D. Now, you don't have to watch it in 3D. It's not, No, it ain't even worth really watching it in 3D. Some things, because they had the little disc flying around and it kind of get in your face. The dog was dope. Shout out to the super dog. The super dog was dope. I like. He was in the movie a lot too. The super dog was in the movie a lot. I think that's why a lot of people liked the movie because it was dope. Even got Supergirl, small cameo. Green Lantern, weird. I don't know why they picked that guy to be Green Lantern. That was a stretch. He looked weird. His character was weird. He was wrote in it weird. Didn't like that. Superman is not even PG. It's like G. It's like general. You know what I'm saying? It's super, super PG. Super PG. And I think all Superman movies are. Pretty much. I mean, that's why it was weird to have Richard Pryor, the Superman movie back in the day, because this is Richard Pryor, bro. You got him in a Superman movie. Superman is like, but I enjoyed it, real talk, because I liked the story of Superman. I like how they didn't like give you an origin story on it. It kind of got to it. You know what I mean? So check it out. I liked it. You don't really have to watch it in 3D. I think that was a waste of money. I should have just seen it regular. I didn't. Yeah. Don't need 3D effects. Now, IMAX might have been different. I still haven't seen a movie in IMAX. I was planning on going to see that in IMAX, but I didn't. So, but worth watching, definitely. Big fan of DC. I'm a DC guy, if you know Merle on the Move. I'm Team DC. I like Marvel movies, but I'm Team DC over that all day. So let's go ahead and move on to the things that I want to talk about. So this past Thursday, Merle on the Move was the Master of Ceremonies of the John Lewis Good Trouble Rally here in Ames. On July 17th, across the nation here in the United States, a lot of cities were having these Good Trouble event rallies in reference and out of respect for John Lewis, Representative John Lewis from Georgia. He passed away on that date, so in remembrance of, a lot of people gathered and talked about issues that's affecting us right now. And I was the master of ceremonies, and here's some video. A lot of people, elected officials was there. Shout out to the people that were there. There's some video I can show you.
He was not just a representative. He was not just a politician. He was a leader. When we send people, thank you. When we send people up, when we vote them in, because the government is the people. And I think they forget that. So that's my definition of good trouble. Because this could be taken out of what John Lewis, when he always your voice heard. And to make good trouble, that's what we're here for today, right? I'm going to explain good trouble a little bit. Good of the people.
And during that event, I want you guys to know some of the people that were there, invited me there. You know what I mean? Some good organizations that really helped us out, helped me out, and put this event together. Indivisible Aims, shout out to them for putting that together, inviting me back to do this. This is my third time being master of ceremonies, and I think I'm getting better and better. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I think I'm getting better and better with that. This time I actually had a little speaking part, so I appreciate that, because I really want to do more of that, get the message out. Also, Democracy Every Day, shout out to them. They also was part of inviting me there. And also, shout out to my man, Ross Wilburn. That picture, you see me standing right there, that's my man, Ross Wilburn. He's representative. He's the head Democratic leader here in Iowa. Good guy. I speak to him, meet him a lot. Shout out to him for being there. And all the other Story County officials that was there, shout out to y'all for being there. Very, very dope. Still out there. I told y'all, Merle on the Move is for the people. I'm going to stay out there with the people. And I want you guys to come out too. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit on the sidelines. Because what I'm finna talk to y'all about next, I'm gonna put this down right now because we're gonna get right into it. What I'm gonna talk to y'all about next, y'all know what's going on. We're gonna talk about the Epstein files. Because if you guys sit on the sideline, it's gonna get worse. Things are not gonna get better. Things will get worse unless we do something about it. So let's get to it. CNN right now. 5 big questions about Trump's ties to Epstein. He was friends with Epstein and his girlfriend. I'm not going to say her names. I can't pronounce it too well. But Maxine, I'll say that. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Now, the Trump administration is saying, now, let me break it down, because I said this before, but we're going to say where we at right now. Because y'all know, to those that know this, listen, y'all know. They said that this is all they was about, the conspiracies. You remember Pizzagate, where they said that the Democrats had a piece of place in Washington, D.C., and they were sex trafficking out of this piece of place. And some dude actually believed it online and went to the piece of place and shot somebody. Okay? This is this same group of people, these conspiracies. Remember QAnon? QAnon. That's what it was called. Y'all remember QAnon? Okay, these conspiracies. This is MAGA. That's MAGA. That same group of people, the crew in QAnon, they didn't go away. They just dissolved and just became a big part of MAGA. Because y'all remember it was QAnon before it was a MAGA. Because MAGA wasn't a thing. MAGA was a phrase that 47 came up with talking about make America great again. It was no group called MAGA, and then Trump 47 became part of it. It was something he created. But these other groups were already out there. These QAnon and all these other Proud and all these other groups, they were already out there. There were groups before 47. So 47 is like, oh, I see these groups of people, it's masses of people. So if I can get them behind me, boom. There's a whole lot of people that like that. So those people are MAGA. And for the conspiracy people, when they get a hold of something, they don't let it go. And this Epstein thing was big because the two things that me as a black man in America, two things that I always believed sacred in this country was the military and pedophiles. You don't disrespect the military, and if you are a pedophile, you are the scum of the earth. Even people in prison will kill you, and the guards don't okay it, but they don't mind it. Even regular people be like, yeah, you throw them under the jail, you should skin them, kill them, or whatever, right? Pedophiles. So here in America, that's kind of been the temperature of the room. Has always been the military is held in high esteem, and if you're a pedophile, off with their head, no matter who you are. So Epstein went to prison for being a pedophile, for sex trafficking young women, young girls. Not young women, young girls, 17, 16-year-old, 7. I know one of them was 17. A couple of them was 17, I believe. Right? That's what he went to jail for. And his girlfriend, Maxine, went to jail for grooming and helping with these girls. So she was a madam, so to speak. So she went to jail for the same thing. And it was a lot of evidence they had, woo. Now, at the time, 47 was the president when he got arrested. But then he got out of office, and Democrats, Biden was in office. And yeah, they seen the same thing too, and they didn't act on it either. And we all believe because it's some names on there that can change the world. It can change the perception. It can change business strategy. It can change a lot of things. But that's what it is, though, bro. We ain't no bailout. We're not giving you a better. This ain't the auto loan, ain't the auto industry. We're not finna bail out the banks. This ain't what that is. We're not giving bailouts. So that's what they try to scare us in 2008, saying that if we don't bail out the banks and we don't bail out these auto industries, the country's going to collapse. So they trying to say if you release the Jeffrey Epstein files and the wrong people names is on there, it may damage and change the course of history. I don't care. We don't care. The conspiracy people don't care. So normal people don't care either, because it's the two things I told you about. When it comes to the military and pedophiles, we don't care. We respect the military to the utmost, and if you're a pedophile, you're going down, buddy. Down. That's the creed of America. That is the creed of America. So that being said, it's no way that the conspiracy people are going to let this go. So then this administration get in, and we already know he did, and they released some stuff. They released some video. And first they say it's 60 seconds missing. It's a glitch. And they say they can put their hat on that because they say that's common. It's common for the cameras or the system to glitch here and there. So we're going to put it on that. On his door, he's high profile, in federal custody, 24 hours a day surveillance, It's a glitch, and somehow he's dead. I'm not saying suicide because I don't believe it's suicide, and we don't know how he got killed, so we're saying somehow he's dead. But now, smart people, because you can't just fool us, they didn't figure it out, oh no, it's about almost 3 minutes missing. It's 2 minutes and like 40-something seconds, almost 50-something seconds missing. And it's been spliced together. So it's a cover-up. Somebody intentionally put this together. Yeah, that happened. Who was president when that happened? I'll let y'all figure that out. So girl's in jail, Maxine. So Maxine, she knows what happened. Epstein knows what happened, or knows the list and who was there, because she was through the whole thing. And the prosecutor would know a lot of the information and seen a lot of the files. The prosecutor from New York Southern District for the Epstein case was also the same prosecutor for the Diddy case, and that's her name is Comey. I think it's Amy Comey. I'm not sure. But it's the dude that was the FBI dude, James Comey's daughter. And she's been a federal prosecutor in New York for like over 10 years or so, doing her job, right? So she knew what was going on. Epstein's dead. They fired her. So the only person left that really know is Maxine. I saw an interview on 60 Minutes 20 Australia where she was going to interview, a full interview. I can check that out on YouTube too. 60 Minutes Australia. They show more information does 60 Minutes here in America because 47 filed a lawsuit against CBS and because of a story that they ran, 60 Minutes ran on Kamala Harris. They said that some of the stuff they edited or something, and they didn't want to fight it. Yeah, I should talk about the Stephen Colbert thing, too. I am going to talk about the Stephen Colbert tier before I get off here. But let me get back to the Epstein thing. So back to it. So conspiracy people that's rocking with the MAGA people, same thing. QAnon, conspiracy people, MAGAs, one and the same right now. Y'all all know that, right? Okay. Even the people that's in politics, Marjorie Taylor Greene and all these other people that was rocking with that, they're MAGA. So his 47's Attorney General, Pam Bondi, she has a big old display in February with these influencers and these podcasters. Podcasters are big right now. So I'm not ashamed saying I'm a podcaster because, boy, they get invited to the White House. There's one podcaster that was really, he was a white nationalist. He was invited to the White House, have dinner with Trump. And I guess he came out about the Epstein thing. It was criticizing him and upset. They say 47 called him personally. Just YouTuber. It's a lot of them, man. So back to it. So Pam Bondi, she called them all these conspiracy people, all these podcasters and YouTubers out there to the White House. They had these big old files and saying these was the Epstein files, part one. Like it was more. This was part of them. And they showed them. And they're saying the information was in there, but stuff was already released. But she did a big show like it was new. Like this is it. Then she does some more interviews on Fox and other places where she says that I have the file sitting on my desk. I have the Epstein file, and I'm going to go through it. I got other files, but yes, 47 is his top priority. He wants me to go through it. Then it comes out, ain't no files. Ain't nothing left. Ain't no client list. Leave it alone. What? Ain't nobody doing that, 47. You was tripping, bro. I'm not hitting him with this. You is tripping, 47. Ain't nobody doing that, bro. You're tripping. You got to give it up. So he's saying he giving meetings. He talking about putting it together with other stuff going on in the world. You the dude with that had the same energy with Obama about the his birth certificate. You never wanted to let it go, brother. You don't let go of nothing, but you want to let this go because you on it. We know, we ain't got to guess. It ain't maybe he did. We see the pictures. We seen the videos. We know your history with the pageants. We hear your statements. We know your charges. Come on, a spade's a spade. What are we really doing? Like, I don't care what you voted for him. I don't care that you don't like Biden. I don't care that you don't like Democrats and liberals. I don't care. I'm not going to call him that because he's the president, but y'all know what he is. Everything points to pedophile. Is Jeffrey Epstein's a pedophile? What we saying? What we really saying? I don't care if you like it or not. Two things I told you, the military and pedophiles. America don't play when it comes to the military because this is our sons, daughters, and brothers and sisters, right? Right? Fathers and mothers in the military. It's ours, our people. We don't play about that. And we don't play around with pedophiles. If you hurting kids physically, sexually, or mentally, we coming for you. Better than ICE. That weird ass horn I got going on tonight. Not playing, bro. What you doing? And 47, if you want that, you got to go, bro. I know you wanted to get in office because you had all these charges and you owed all this money, these lawsuits. So you're like, boom, it's a good play. But where your daughter at? In your first campaign, she was all there because they know where her husband. I said, they disassociating themselves from you, bruh. Mike Pence, where he at? He know who you are. You got all these other people around. You got a whole new circle of people that all want to bend the knee. They all yes people. Even your spokesperson, they be talking with passion like they mad that people answer these questions. The press be asking questions. They starting to dog people. Because you're guilty, bro, and it's going to come out. And you want to hush. I hope something bad don't happen in the country because right now we're not even talking what's going on overseas because our own house is messed up. See, you want to get the attention off of it, but we got a lot of stuff going on in this country still. I tell you right now, I'm going to go over here and click on Fox. Fox is tripping. You go to Fox right now, they trying to talk about Biden investigation, Biden conspiracies. You losing your base, and I don't think you're going to lose your base unless you change course. See, if you can try to get your base on something else, focus on something else, you might be good. But if more stuff come out that they can prove it's real, because I hear some of your base trying to flip it, trying to make, it's the Democrats. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to blame Obama. You're trying to, bro, it's a picture. It's a picture, that video, a picture right there, Wall Street, trying to sue the Wall Street Journal because they posting something that you do. You doodle. I didn't even know you doodle. But you can't say that you ain't never drew nothing, you ain't never doodled before, and it's actual evidence that you do this. You write drawings, you make little doodles and send to people. You just got caught up, bro. You did a doodle of a sexy woman, and you put your name in there, and your autograph is with it, pre-big hair. Well, yeah, it's you. And it said some little cryptic thing at the end. Secrets are secrets. I don't know what secrets are secrets. Rich people got the different kinds of secrets. Because let me ask you something like this. If a person's a pedophile, and they're a billionaire, how do they get the people that they want? They don't go stand on the corner and kidnap them themselves. They don't go out there and entice them themselves. They pay people to get them for them because they got the money. That's what they do. And it's rich pedophile, billionaire pedophiles. And they pay people to go get what they need. Watch some of the videos of the Miss America pageants and the pageants that dude was doing. It's video of it, bruh. Y'all can't say everybody lying. Everybody ain't lying on you, bro. It's coming out. Now, before I get out of here, I got to say something about them Democrats. Not strong. Weak. Step up. Step up. Be a leader. Like John Lewis, be a leader. Step up, lean into it. I'm not saying just step up and lean into the Epstein thing, because everybody knows, and that's going to go away. I'm telling you. Some things going to come out, but eventually that's going to go away. And then what you going to have, Democrats? What you going to have? Because dude is a mass manipulator. He's trying to stir the pot now because he got a lot of people, got a team behind him. What y'all going to do? Y'all got to unite. Y'all don't have no strong leaders. Ain't nobody really talking. You sing a song, sing a song. Come on. Do something. Policy. Y'all ain't fighting back. Get some judges. Get something. Shake it up, man. Anyway, they let go of my man Stephen Colbert from The Late Show.
Oh, hey, everybody. We got a great show for you tonight. Senator Adam Schiff was my guest. We harmonized on 7 Bridges Road. What a voice. I cried. But before we start the show, I want to let you know something that I found out just last night. Next year will be our last season. The network will be ending The Late Show in May.
The Late Show was the show that David Letterman used to have. Been around for years, right? Stephen Colbert, I like Stephen Colbert. I didn't watch him like that, but I like his taste. I watch some of his stuff on YouTube. They're getting rid of him. Only because he criticized his company for, selling with Trump. They settled. They didn't fight him. And he called him out for it. And they let him go. So this will be his last year of his show. You know, not really my thing, but shout out to Stephen Colbert. I think that's wrong. He'll be on YouTube. He'll get another gig. If not, he'll be on YouTube. He have a little show on YouTube or something. But all right, this is Merle on the Move. MOTM all day, every day, baby. Shout out to all my supporters. Shout out to my sponsors. Shout out to Sip and Smoke. Shout out to everybody that's checking out the show. I appreciate y'all. It's Merle on the Move all the time. Peace.